Garcia versus Romero. Friday, May 2nd, live in Manhattan, Times Square, New York City, New York.
Hey, that was kind of crazy. Did you expect all that?
Yeah.
In the latest chapter of their ongoing feud, Ryan Garcia and Rolly Romero have turned their pre-fight media duties into a spectacle of tension and aggression.
The thing with me and Ryan is, I done ended that beef long ago. Because I'll tell you guys all.
Their upcoming clash on May 2nd is one of the most highly anticipated fights in boxing, not just because of their skills in the ring, but also because of their reputations as two of the sport's most notorious trash talkers.
Concern is beating Ryan Garcia.
You know, this has been a fight a long time in the making for you, Rolly. Ultimately, what do you feel puts you over the line against Ryan in this fight?
I know him. Know him really well.
Is it something similar that because Ryan knew Devin so well, he knew how to fight him? Is that like the mirror with this fight, that you know Ryan so well that you know?
However, in the lead up to their bout, the expected verbal fireworks have been somewhat subdued until now. At a recent press event in New York, things took a dramatic turn when Ryan Garcia unexpectedly slapped Rolly Romero.
With Devin don't have no power. And then also, I mean, want to come in all that extra weight, overweight, so, I mean, that makes a big difference, you know. There's still a lot of controversy going on with that fight. Aside from that, Devin was winning damn near every round that he didn't get dropped. Even the rounds he got dropped, he was winning the round.
The altercation sent shockwaves through the boxing world and reignited interest in what was already shaping up to be an intense showdown. Despite the incident, Romero has remained surprisingly composed, downplaying any lingering animosity between the two fighters.
To know, I saw that Ryan Garcia posted yesterday if he was kind of questioning your decision of choosing to fight Cruz when he said you could have made more with him. Tell me a little bit about how you would respond to that.
I'm with Al Heyman. Ryan Garcia's biggest fight was with Al Heyman. The most money they ever made was with Al Heyman.
While he insists that he has moved past their previous beef, Garcia appears to have no interest in reconciliation. Instead, he seems intent on escalating the rivalry.
Really, and we're gonna have that. I just pray to God, trying to see where he was guiding me, and he just led me to Dallas, led me to Derek, and I pursued it, and I'm here now, and I feel good. I feel, you know, like it's like his family.
The tension reached its peak during a promotional shoot where both fighters were expected to maintain professionalism in front of the cameras. Initially, the room was filled with an uncomfortable silence, neither fighter saying much. But Garcia, seemingly dissatisfied with the lack of verbal exchanges, decided to take matters into his own hands, literally.
Hungry, man. That's why I'm here every day training. I didn't even know this was happening, but I came to train with Derek. And like I said, it's a blessing. Happy to be part of the team. I'm improving, getting better.
Like, Al Heyman offered me a way better deal. Al Heyman's the best in boxing. And hands down, all of us Al Heyman fighters are living great. Ain't one of us complaining about it.
He approached Romero and forcefully shoved him backward, an action that quickly escalated the situation. Not one to back down, Romero immediately retaliated with a shove of his own, setting the stage for an all-out brawl. However, before the situation could spiral out of control, members of their respective teams and security personnel intervened to separate them.
Last question. Final message to Ryan Garcia before y'all fight.
No Vaseline.
Uh-oh.
Just as the tension seemed to simmer down, Garcia took things even further. In a move that no one saw coming, he landed a stinging slap on Romero's face, igniting chaos in the room.
How you feel about the Ryan fight, man? Y'all both got big personalities, but what's gonna come down to when y'all get in that ring? No Diddy.
No Vaseline.
No Vaseline. I heard that. What you looking forward to most about that card? And being in this, and you gonna have to spoil some plans because it looks like.
The slap echoed throughout the space, and while it was clear that Romero was caught off guard, he refrained from retaliating. Not because he was incapable, but rather because he understood that engaging in a physical altercation outside the ring would only lead to unnecessary consequences. Moreover, the presence of numerous people ensured that the scuffle didn't escalate beyond what had already transpired.
Fight
going to be the most money you've ever made? What is the money looking like? Mind your business. I'm always going to bring up money.
I'm just watching what you're saying.
You know what I'll do? I'll hire or lower. I'll do higher.
Okay, so let's say for this particular fight against Rolly, would you be making more than 10 million? More than 15? Damn. 20?
Garcia later justified his actions by stating that the build-up to their fight had not lived up to expectations. Fans had been anticipating a war of words between two of boxing's most vocal personalities, but instead, both fighters had been relatively restrained in their trash-talking. Garcia, known for his flamboyant persona and fiery spirit, seemed to believe that the fight needed more intensity leading up to the big night.
Understands this generation on how to promote fights. You know, you should be seeing what he's bringing to the table. He's bringing, you know, Mr. Beast into play. He's bringing KSI, all these guys that are huge names and that are gonna, you know, amplify the promotion. He's gonna move the needle. You're gonna see it. There is a method to what he's doing, and I think he's the new guy on the block. But I think he's gonna take over.
His slap in his eyes was a way of reigniting the spark and ensuring that the world was paying attention. Romero, on the other hand, has adopted a different approach. Once regarded as one of the sport's most provocative talkers, he has been unusually calm during press conferences and interviews. While some speculate that this is a strategic move on his part,
Hating on it's weird because he's bringing all the best fights possible. He's making sure that we fight, me and Devin. If you have an excuses, it's not about money.
It's not about money anymore.
And he's exposing people because it ain't about money when it comes to...
Usually outprice themselves out. Now there's
So if they deny a fight, it ain't about money, for sure.
For this particular fight against Rolly, would you be making more than 20?
others believe that he is simply uninterested in engaging in unnecessary theatrics. His demeanor suggests that he prefers to let his fists do the talking in the ring, rather than getting caught up in a war of words or physical altercations outside of it. The incident has left fans divided. Some see Garcia's actions as an attempt to hype up the fight, adding more excitement to an already intriguing matchup. Others, however, view it as unnecessary and unsportsmanlike, arguing that such antics do little to prove his prowess as a fighter.
Take on the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight. What was your opinion on that?
It's all right, you know. It's kind of like what it was.
It's fake.
You know.
If Jake Paul calls you for early next year, is that what you want to do?
Yeah, let's run that.
Regardless of the differing opinions, one thing is certain: the fight has now gained even more attention, and the anticipation for May 2nd has reached a fever pitch. Promoters and analysts have also weighed in on the situation. Many believe that the altercation will only add fuel to the fire, and make the eventual showdown even more electrifying. The added tension between the fighters ensures that when they finally step into the ring, emotions will be running high. Whether or not this will play to Garcia's advantage remains to be seen. Some argue that his aggression and attempts to get under Romero's skin could backfire, motivating his opponent to come out even stronger.
You're not back training with Eddie right now.
Feel good? Yeah. It's a familiar place for me.
Oh, yeah, you're looking sharp right there, shadow boxing.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
On the other hand, Garcia's fans believe that his confidence and willingness to stir the pot are indications of his dominance and mental edge. With only weeks remaining before the fight, the boxing world is buzzing with speculation. Will Romero continue to maintain his calm demeanor, or will he finally snap and engage in the pre-fight theatrics?
Hey, Jake, in a professional prize fight?
Why not? What I see is that he's not as good as he thinks he is in his head.
Years ago, you guys were doing videos together, you guys were taking flicks together, doing face-offs, but now there seems to be an issue. What happened there?
I don't really have an issue with Jake. I had an issue with Logan. I don't really have beef.
Garcia seems to be pushing for. Will Garcia's aggressive approach give him an advantage, or will it prove to be a distraction? These are the questions fans are eager to see answered when the two finally meet in the ring.